Hey folks, I went ahead and made some updates to the trading rules. Today's February 8th, and I just wanted to go over these for you guys, for anyone following along with the channel. Maybe you're new to the channel, and maybe you're wanting to learn a little bit more about our strategy. So this is going to cover everything that we do, everything that we focus on, our trading indicator over here, and I'm just going to go through everything in this video. So if you guys are new, welcome. First things first, we are swing traders on this channel. Okay, we are not day traders. We are not trading a 15-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, a 1-minute chart. A lot of these gurus on Facebook, or I'm sorry, on YouTube and social media, they're all trading very, very short time frames. Okay, they're trading like 5-minute charts, 15-minute charts, so on and so forth. You could see with our trading indicator down here that there's just so many decisions to be made. Like this was just on Friday. Look how many dots came here just on Friday. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. If you count the reds, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's so many decisions to be made down here. And with our trading indicator, okay, the larger the time frame, the more accurate the dots are. Okay. So the first thing that I want to go over on these rules is that we are swing traders that focus on a monthly and a daily chart. Now, why do we focus on the monthly and the daily chart? Simply put, because our trading indicator, right, the red and the green dots are more accurate the higher the time frame. So the highest time frame that you could look at that a lot of institutional investors, a lot of smart money traders use is a monthly chart, right? These guys are thinking months to years out. They're not thinking about tomorrow or next week or the week after that. They are long-term investors. If you take a look at our trading indicator, okay, I know I point this out a lot, but this is a chart of Bitcoin. If I zoom out of Bitcoin, you can see we can go all the way back here to 2015. Okay, 2015 was 10 years ago. Okay, from the day of, it's 2025 right now, the time I'm making this video. You can see back here on July 15th, okay, Bitcoin was around anywhere from $200 to $500. I can't really see because it's so small down here. But you could see in July of 2015, we got the green dot down here. Okay, and again, the price was right there at around $500. This thing ended up ripping all the way up from $500 all the way to $20,000. And you got a red dot right there in February of 2018 at around that price. So again, if you were buying right here and selling up here, you made like 10,000%. And I don't know a lot of people that were buying Bitcoin back in 2015. I started trading crypto around 2017. Right around here is when I first started to look at it and be interested in it. I think my dad bought a Bitcoin at like $20,000 or something like that at the exact top, and then it's sold off. But he's still holding it, thankfully, and he's made a lot of money in the crypto markets. But that was the first time I got interested in cryptocurrency, when I figured out what it was all about. So again, the dots down here, okay, the dots are going to be more accurate on the larger time frame. So the first one that we like to focus on is the monthly chart. So when we're trading, right? Okay, we enter and exit positions using our trading indicator. Now, when I talk about the trading indicator, I'm talking about the red and green dots, everything that you see here on the indicator down here. And I'm also going to refer to the Fibonacci levels, okay, which are these resistance. Think of these as support and resistance levels for what we are trading. And that's going to be on the daily chart. I'll get to that here in just a second. But back to the chart of Bitcoin, you can see, right, 2015, it called the bottom. 2017, it called the top. 2019, it called the bottom. In 2019, the price was right around $3,000. Okay, it went from $3,000 all the way up to around $70,000 in 2021. What did it do? Printed some red dots. This was the top. You could see it called the top right there. Okay, and then it sold off. This right here was about a year and a half. From 2021 all the way down here to 2023, okay, that was about a year and a half's worth of time. Again, this is a monthly chart. So each one of these bars is 1 month's worth of time. This was January, this was February, this was March, this was April. So the larger the time frame that you look at, the larger the time frame that you trade, the more accurate the signal. Okay? So I just really want to hone on that. Again, if you go to a 5-minute chart, look how many decisions you have to make. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, right? The smaller the time frame, the less accurate the signal. The larger the time frame, the more accurate the signal, and that is just because there is more data in the larger time frames. So here on this channel, we focus on a monthly and a daily chart. Okay, a monthly and a daily chart. Okay, those are two very, very common charts among institutional investors and smart money. So with that being said, we enter and exit positions using the trading indicator. And if you guys do not have the trading indicator, you can come over here under trading rules. You can just click on this trading indicator tab and it takes you right over here to the trading indicator. You can click on this link and it takes a couple of clicks, and everything that we're going to talk about in this video, you can load directly into your TradingView account. The red and green dots, the Fibonacci levels, okay, these are our support and resistance levels that we use, okay? So everything can be downloaded right here in the trading indicator. And if you have any questions setting up, or if you have any trouble with it, just email me. My email is right there, overkill@overkillinvesting.club, okay? So pretty straightforward. The green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. Again, if you look back at the chart of Bitcoin here, okay, we want to be buying on these green dots. So the three most recent dots came right here. We called this one out in 2023 in the Discord at $18,000. This was 2 years ago. Bitcoin was 18,000. We called the next one out right here in October of 2023. The price was around $27,000. Again, that was about a year and a half ago. And then the most recent one came right here in November of 2024, right before Trump's presidency. That was around 60 to 64,000, okay? And we went all the way up to 110 at the top. So again, green dots on the monthly chart are going to be the most accurate. So that brings me to the fourth rule, and that is that we only want to buy assets that are green on the monthly chart. Now, why do we want to do that? Okay, we want to do that because if it's green on the monthly chart, that tells us that the direction is going up, okay? The direction of the monthly chart, the dot on the monthly chart will tell us the macro direction. We want to trade with the macro direction, okay? Think of the monthly chart, right, as like a whale swimming in the ocean, okay? We want to swim in the direction of the whale because we're just a bunch of little fish, okay? Us retail investors, we're just a bunch of little fish. So in order for us to want to take a position, we want to trade with the whales, right? And the whales are bullish, are buying as long as the dot is green, okay? And they're selling when it's red. You can see we don't want to be buying Bitcoin throughout this time, right? Because we're in a bear market. We don't want to buy in a bear market. We want to buy in a bull market. How do we know if it's a bull market? We simply just look at the monthly chart. We take a look at the indicator and see what color the dot is. If it's green, we're going up. If it's red, we're going down. Okay, so with that being said, that is rule number 4. Rule number 5 then is that we only want to buy the day of the green dot in the golden zone on the daily chart. Okay, so I've actually made a few edits to our trading indicator here. So the golden zone, okay, you can see here the golden zone on our trading indicator. Again, this is just a Fibonacci tool. If you guys don't know what a Fibonacci tool is, okay, it is it is probably one of the most popular tools used among the smart money, okay? And when I talk about the smart money here, I'm talking about the institutional investors, the billionaires, the trillionaires, okay, big-time investors. These guys use the crap out of the Fibonacci tool, okay? The Fibonacci is simply just support. Think of it as support and resistance levels, okay? So this is the Fib tool we use. If you guys want a little more information on the Fibonacci tool, I have a video over here inside the trading course. Okay, this is completely free if you guys are watching this. I have about 7 or 8 videos over here. But this video right here, this is not my video, but this is the best video. I've watched 20, 30, 40 videos on YouTube, and this guy explains the Fibonacci trading tool better than anybody on the internet. He explains it better than I can explain it. All I can tell you is that it is used to find support and resistance levels. So watch this video after this video if you guys haven't seen that yet. But this is a very, very, very used tool among smart money and institutional investors. Okay, it can easily tell you where we're going to bounce and where we're going to top out at. So again, back to that rule. Rule number 5 is we want to buy the daily green dots, right? Once we get the green dot on the monthly chart, okay, looking at a chart of Bitcoin here, once we get that monthly dot on the green, monthly dot green, we want to zoom in then to a daily chart, okay? So each one of these candles is going to be 1 day worth of price action. So if you think about it, 30 of these candles here, 30 of these candles, okay, equal 1 of these candles. Because again, this is a monthly candle. So there's 30 days in a month. Okay, so 30 of these candles equals one monthly candle. So when we're green on the monthly, what we want to do is we want to look for pullbacks on the daily. And where we're looking for pullbacks on the daily is into one of these golden zones. Okay, the golden zone will tell you when we have experienced a pullback, right? For example, Bitcoin right now at 96,000, it's up here in what is called, we call the red zone. So the red zone is where you want to be selling. You want to be taking profits up here on these red dots. And we want to be buying the green dots, okay? Not necessarily up here, right? That's not part of our strategy. We want to buy the green dots in the golden zone, okay? The golden zone is either the middle of the Fibonacci tool or the bottom of the Fibonacci tool. Okay, so the bottom means we're extremely, extremely oversold if we're in this territory. And you can see that right now with a lot of the altcoins. Today's February 8th, the time you're watching this video. For example, I'll pull up a chart of comp. These are my current holdings right now. So you can see comp is way down here inside the golden zone, right? Down here at the bottom part of the golden zone, okay? We either want to buy at the bottom or right here in the middle. So if you think of the middle of the Fibonacci, right? We can consider this the average price, right? Because it's right in the middle of the Fibonacci zones. And again, if you guys watch that video, you'll understand the Fibonacci tool a lot more. If you guys are new to it, I understand. Just take a deep breath, okay? We're gonna make sense of it here. So think of this zone as like the middle. This is like the midpoint, okay? If you come over here to the cheat sheet, the middle is the mean, right? That's the average price. Okay, so if you're buying it here, you're getting it at the mean. And sometimes markets will reverse, okay? We've been buying crypto for the last couple of weeks in this zone, and it went the other way, okay? But now where is it at? Now it's at the bottom of the golden zone. The bottom of the golden zone, the bottom golden zone is hands down the best place to be entering if you look at things in regards of the long term, right? Because the majority of retail guys, they're buying up here, okay? Up here at the top, okay? Way extended off of the average. So you can see when we get up into this red zone, this is where we want to be taking profits on these red dots. This is where we want to be selling, okay? Comp should have been being sold up here at 120 to 130. But now that it's pulled back all the way into the bottom of the golden zone, you can see last time we were down here, we're at very, very cheap prices, okay? Very, very cheap prices back here September, August. Okay, and all we had to do was wait. Okay, again, we're swing traders. We're not thinking about tomorrow's price or next week's price. We are willing to wait. Okay, our goal, our time frame is 1 to 6 months out. Okay, 1 to 6 months out. So we're willing to wait up to 6 months. If it takes 6 months for us to wait for this move, wonderful. Okay, we just made, I mean, from 40 all the way up to 140. That's like a 300% move. Am I right? Okay, 268% move. Okay, meaning if you put in 10,000 down here and you just waited from November to December, this was a month's worth of time. You made, right, if you put in 10,000 here, you made $26,000 all the way back up here if you sold the exact top, which when we look to sell, I'll go over the selling strategy here in just a second, but with the buying, right, we want to make sure that monthly dot is green, and then we want to buy in one of these zones. So if I come back here to the cheat sheet, if you're buying in the middle of the zone, okay, you're buying around the mean, which is good, okay? We want to buy in the mean. We want to buy around the mean, okay, as much as possible. We don't want to buy way up here, up in the red zone, okay? So if your name is up here in the red zone, you should be taking profits, okay? That's just our strategy. We want to sell up here. Okay, and we want to buy in one of these two zones. Okay, these are called the golden zones. So we want to buy in this zone. Now that comp has gone back down, we want to average down. We want to buy more down here. Okay, because if you're buying here at 80 and you're buying here at say 50, your average is going to be 65. Okay, and then when we go all the way back up here to the red zone, however long that might take weeks, it might take months, it might take a year. Who knows? Nobody knows where the market's going to go or when it's going to pump. All we can do as traders is try to get in at a good or fair price. And the two places we want to buy are either in or around the middle, right? The middle zone. Okay, and you can see that also acts as a good place to purchase. Okay, the middle can be a great place to be buying. We either want to buy in this golden zone or down here. If you're getting it down here, you're getting it at a massive, massive discount. Okay, you're buying in despair. Okay, this is when retail is panic selling. This is when people have been hurt, right? Because they were buying up here, right up here at 140. Same thing with, let's pull up a chart of like XRP here. Again, XRP gave us the green dot here on the monthly back in August. Okay, we were calling out XRP here at 50 cents on this channel. Nobody was talking about it right here. Nobody cared about XRP. But the second it goes all the way up to $3-4, everybody's wanting to buy it. Okay, that is the psychology of the market. Okay, we want to buy before everybody else is talking about it. Okay, so the most important thing is that the dot is green on the monthly. When the dot is green on the monthly, we want to zoom into the daily and we want to buy it in the golden zone. Okay, you can see XRP pulled back into the golden zone, the middle of the golden zone right here at 175 the other day. Okay, but we didn't get a green dot yet. So we're waiting for the green dot. We want to buy the day of the green dot in or around the golden zone. Okay, and I'm not saying you can't buy up here. It's just you're risking, you're putting on more risk. Okay, the point of the Fibonacci tool is to tell us where we're at in regards to the cycle. If we're in the red zone, the move has already happened, right? We're already way up here. You might get a little 10-20% move up in this area, okay? But down here, right, look at XRP back here. Okay, it was sitting right on that golden zone right there at 50 cents. It gave you the green dot, and that thing went all the way up to around 3. All-time high was 340 this cycle so far. Now that it was in the red zone, right, where should have you been selling? Well, you should have sold on this red dot right here, January 19th, right up here at 330, okay, because we were at the top. You see that red line there at the top of the Fibonacci tool? Okay, that was the top. That is the topping signal, okay? It topped right there, and what did we do? We just went sideways. Yes, we went up a little bit more right here, but that's like a 10% move, right? 10-20% move. This move, okay, this move was like 500%. That's the move we want to catch. We don't care about these little pumps here, right? We don't want to buy up here in the red zone. We want to buy in one of these golden zones, okay? And again, we want to enter the day of the green dot, okay? So the Fibonacci tool is just there to tell us which zone we are in. It's there to tell us, hey, are we next to the mean or are we in despair? Because we either want to buy in the middle or we want to buy down here in despair when everybody else just, you know, everyone's buying XRP up here at $3-4, okay? We were buying it down here at 50 cents, okay? We want to buy with the smart money. The smart money buys down in these areas, right? Close to the mean, the average, or below that level. So, again, XRP could set up. It's pretty close to the golden zone here, so we're just waiting on the green dot confirmation from that chart. Okay, and you could take an entry here on XRP when that comes. So again, we want to enter the day of the green dot. If you guys are new to the channel, we call out all the green dots over here inside the Discord for the names on our watch list. Okay, I have about 200 stocks that I follow, so everything in my watch lists are called out in the golden zone. Or I'm sorry, are called out over here in the alerts. So if you're new to the channel and maybe you have a name on your watch list that I don't have on my watch list, okay, you can actually get the trading indicator and you can set up these alerts yourself. And I have some videos on how to set up the alerts. It's really easy to do. I'm going to do that in another video. I'll put the links. There's a link in the trading course on how to set up those alerts. So again, the most important thing is to buy inside of these golden zones, right? And if price pulls back, right? If price pulls back, let me go to DJT for a second. If price pulls back into this green line, that is the ultimate buying place. You can see DJT went all the way up. This is Donald Trump's media company, all the way up to 80 bucks, pulled back all the way into the golden zone. Look, it bounced right on that golden zone line right there at 25, bounced all the way up to 60 for a 150% move. Pulled back here, had a little bounce there. Pulled back again, bounced. That wasn't the greatest entry, okay? But this one right here, that bounce off the bottom of the fib, the bottom of that green line, epic entry. So if you ever see that, guys, on any of these names, and there's some names right now, right? These are just some in my portfolio. I bought XTZ yesterday, so it's down here in the golden zone. So I'm going to hold XTZ till it comes back up here in the red zone. Okay, I'm going to hold, I don't care how long it takes. I'm 1 to 6 months out. I bought it yesterday. If it goes down 10% tomorrow, I don't care. Okay, because I'm going to hold till it comes back up here to the red zone. That's a 100% move all the way back to the top if it comes back and touches that red line. Okay, so again, we're 1 to 6 months out. We're swing traders, guys. We're not day traders. We don't want to sit in front of our computers for 8 hours a day. We simply just want to check it maybe once or twice a day, see where we're at. If we're in this zone or in this zone, we want to be buying. If we're up here in the red zone, we want to be selling. We want to be taking profits. The whole goal is to buy when others are fearful and sell when they're greedy. When we're down here in the golden zone, okay, this is when people are not interested, okay? They're not interested. We're either in a stealth phase or we're in a despair dip, okay? And those two things are referenced over here inside the cheat sheet in the Discord. If you guys are not in the Discord, I have a link in the description and pinned in the comments section, okay? But the stealth phase, right, is when nobody's talking about it, right? Nobody's thinking about it. Nobody's talking about it. This is the time smart money is loading up. Okay, smart money, again, are the billionaires, the trillionaires, the hedge funds, so on and so forth. Right here, we were just going sideways, right? Just going sideways, 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 sideways. That is that action right there. They call it the stealth phase because nobody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it up here in the red zone. This is when the media's talking about it. Your favorite influencers are talking about it, telling you to buy. Everyone on Twitter's like, oh my God, right? They're delusional. They're in a new paradigm. So again, the fib tool is here to tell you guys what phase we are in on this cheat sheet here. If we're around the mean, okay, if we're at the average, we're right in the middle. That's the golden zone there. Good place to be buying. Okay, we want to buy at or around the average. Okay, and if we get a despair dip like we got in crypto over the last couple of weeks, okay, we had this big flush out. Okay, this is just smart money trying to flush retail out right now. Okay, so if we're down in despair, we're down in this golden zone down here. And if we're touching that green line, folks, that is an epic, epic time to be entering there on the daily chart. You can see XTZ touched that green line right there at 60 cents. It went all the way up to almost $2. That was a 300% move all the way to the top. Okay, you put in 10,000 right here. You wait a month. You made $30,000 if you sold the exact top. Again, I would have been selling right here in the red zone, probably around 150. It ended up going to like 180. Okay, you missed out on like 30 cents. But again, our goal is not to wait for the exact top. We want to get in around the bottom and get out around the top. Okay, and that is what the fib tool is for. And the green and red dots are just for our entries and our exits. So that is the buying strategy. And now the selling strategy is the last rule here, rule number 6. Okay, we want to sell and take profits when the daily stochastic RSI. So the stochastic RSI is this light blue line right here. Okay, the light blue line. When that thing comes up here and touches the white dotted line, great time to take some profits. Okay, great time to take some profits. You don't have to take all your profits, but you could sell 25%, 50%. You know, you could sell 100% of your position if you want to. But the absolute best time to sell, folks, in regards to our strategy, is when we get a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. Okay, so I referenced XRP here. Okay, great time to take profits right here. Okay, ideally you want the big red dot. Okay, great time to be taking profits right here on XRP at 330. Okay, up here in the red zone, this red zone of the Fibonacci indicator, that is when we want to take profits. You should have been taking profits right there. Okay, you could have took some profits right here, and you could have took profits up here. Okay, again, our goal is not to time the exact top. This strategy is not to do that. The strategy is to get out around the top, okay, not the exact top, around it, right? You see, you want to sell into the grade. We don't want to time the exact top. We want to get in around it, and we want to get in around the bottom. So the easiest way to do that is to pay attention to the Fibonacci levels. Okay, this is a Fibonacci indicator. I have set it up with my own settings, and we want to buy in the golden zone. The golden zone is here and here. These green dots are where we are looking to enter positions on the daily chart, as long as the monthly chart is green here. So if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to hit me up over inside of the Discord. I wanted to make this video to go over this. I know I've made some changes to this. I just wanted to simplify it a little bit for you guys. And the Fibonacci tool is kind of new. It's something that I've been learning about over the last year and incorporating into my trading, and it has literally taken my understanding of the market and how the markets move to a whole new level. And I'm excited to share the information with you guys. But literally, it's the easiest thing to understand. The easiest way to understand it is to look at these levels as support and resistance levels. Okay, the lines are normally where price will bounce. Okay, these lines right here. Okay, and again, we want to be buying in the golden zone. The golden zone is the gold part of the indicator here, and we want to enter the day of the green dot in one of these zones, and we want to sell the red dots up here inside of the red zone. That is where we are looking to take profits. So real quick, I'll show you guys how to set up an alert. So if you want to be alerted on these green and red dots, what you want to do is you want to set an alert. So if you come down here and you right click on the indicator, you hit add alert, okay? And the buy signals we use are going to be the big green dot and the small green dot, okay? The big green dot, the big green circle is the most accurate indication, and the small green dot is still a buy signal, but it's not always, it's not as accurate as the big one, okay? And same thing with the sell signals, okay? We use the big red circle and the small red dot. The big red circle, okay, is going to be this thing that you see here, up here. You see the shaded area up there? That indicates a big red circle. That is a sell signal, okay? Especially if you're getting that up here in the red zone. And then for the big green dots, same thing, okay? The big green dots are the ones with the shaded area down here. You can see this dot right here didn't have the shaded area, okay? So these ones are the big ones. The small ones are just the green dot without the shaded area. I set up alerts on the names that I want to buy with both of them. I use both the big green and the small green circle, or the small green dot, for the buy signals, and then for the sell signals, I'm using the big red circle and the small red circle. Again, the big ones are going to be more accurate than the small. Okay, so just test it out, use it to your advantage. The most important thing is to pay attention to these fib zones. Again, the golden zone is the place where we want to be buying the green dots, and the red zone is where we want to be selling on the red dots. So to set those alerts, you just hit add alert. I'll just set one here really quick for an example. I'll use a big green circle. This is going to be a buy circle. I use once per bar, and then my TradingView account will allow me, I think I have the premium plan. It allows me to set open-ended alerts, which means I only have to set it up one time. If you do not have the premium plan, you will have to select a date. I would just recommend you go out as far as you can and set it. Okay, and then you go ahead and hit create. Okay, you could put, like for this, you could put big green dot. Okay, and then that will set here on XRP. So I use open-ended though, because again, I have the premium plan. I think it's worth it, especially, you know, if you're taking this very seriously, then you don't have to go reset your alerts all the time. So if you don't have the premium plan, again, you just have to go out and select the furthest date. In this case, it would be April. So then you would just hit set. Okay, but I'm going to keep mine to open-ended, and you could put your message in right here, big green dot, right? You could put the name of the asset, XRP, big green dot. Okay, and then the same thing you would do with then you just hit create, and then what they do is they send you an email, they notify you inside of the app, and if you have the app on your phone, but they'll send you an email. That's normally where I get all my alerts, and I also put them over here in the Discord. This is just a webhook. You guys don't need that, but that is what calls out all these alerts over here for the members of the Discord. So with that being said, that's how you set a buy alert, and then the sell alert is very similar. You just go add alert. You select in this case, I'll do the big red circle here. Okay, once per bar, set the expiration date, and then here I could type in big red dot. Okay, and then I hit create, and then you get the email, you get the notification, and it will notify you when that thing prints. So that's how you set up alerts. And that's it, guys. That's the 6 trading rules that we follow here. I've made some edits to this indicator here. I've changed some of the colors on the zones. This used to be red. It is now gold because, again, these are the 2 zones we want to be buying in. So we want to buy the green dots on the daily in one of these 2 zones as long as that last dot on the monthly chart is green. Again, if you guys have questions about this, feel free to drop a comment. I read every single comment on YouTube and these platforms. So those are the 6 rules. If you guys have any questions about that, hit me up over here in the Discord. My email also is right here in the server rules. If you guys have trouble with anything, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. I hope you guys got some value out of this, and let's go crush it. God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.